Being positive in sales is crucial. It doesn't mean that we should be delusional about what's happening, but that we should always keep a positive mindset. Because if we are negative, it impacts on our confidence, and when we are not confident about what we do, that comes across to the people that we deal with. They wouldn't trust us, they wouldn't believe us, and we will lose business. Right now in this market, being negative is really easy because we are constantly bombarded with negativity. How hard the market is, how prices are dropping, takes longer to sell, how harder it is to sell, how buyers are staying away from the market, even though they're probably beginning to come back to the market right now, and how difficult it is to be a real estate salesperson. Because of this, I decided to give you a couple of statistics that are not being talked about very often right now, that are actually positive if we look at everything in general, and that I hope will help you stay positive and help you get more business. So here are the two statistics. The first one, in most regions of the country, the prices right now are still higher than where they were at the beginning of 2020. So if we completely take away the peak and the craziness of 2020, 2021, we are right now still price-wise in a much better position than where we were in 2020, beginning of 2020. And I think this is really important because most of the people that we will deal with right now would have purchased their properties prior to 2020 or January 2020. So we can still show them that they are in a better place right now than where they were a couple of years ago, ignoring the abnormal market that we had. So if we look at all the regions, and here are the graphs for those regions, you could see that the market is in a better position than where it was, and the red line just shows you price, or the increase in price from 2020 to right now, ignoring the mountain of 2020 and 2021. And the second statistics is what happens once prices begin to drop, once the market begins to drop. And again, looking at graphs, at statistics, at the last 3 downturns that we had in the market, you could see that it took between half a year to a year and a half for the market to reach the bottom, the lowest point of the market. This means that we are probably either already at the bottom or very, very close to being at the bottom, excluding any major events and world war that may impact our economy. But in general, we are probably roughly at the bottom of the market. And the second thing that comes across from this graph, or those graphs of the last 3 downturns, is that it took between half a year to 3 years for the market, after it reached the bottom, to reach a level of price that is higher than when the market began to drop. This means that if we are more or less at the bottom of the market, that prices will begin to drop, and within a couple of years, maybe 3 years, we will be breaking price records again. So this is more for us, to keep us positive, than to talk to the public and trying to work with them about buying and selling. But just to remind us that yes, things are tough right now, but there's a really good chance that we are more or less at the lowest point, and from that point things will begin to change, and within a few years we will be breaking record prices with our sales again.